Hello everyone, I'm the Artie Dans from Asian Film Fans and welcome to this movie review. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Hong Kong thriller Love is Blind, Hate 2 from 2022. This is a proper Hong Kong movie, so first let's check out what it's about. A woman blinded in a car accident 1 year prior is held hostage in her home and tortured by a man who has marked her for revenge due to the misdeeds of her husband. Her husband, a successful doctor, is away on a business trip and is unaware of the horrors his wife is being put through. However, as the night turns into the next day, a series of revelations shock everyone involved. So you might have picked up on something that I said in the intro, which was this is a proper Hong Kong movie. And what I mean by that is that this is fully funded by Hong Kong Film Studios. There's no mainland China involvement at all, which has become quite the norm for Hong Kong movies over the last decade or so. What that means, you're going to get a thriller that explores a lot stronger themes and also allows for more ambiguous characters. And that's exactly what you get here. So initially, what you're getting with this film is a bit of a vibe of those old 80s and 90s movies. You know, the 3 days of a blind girl, that kind of stuff. The old Hong Kong movies where they used to have a lot of these torture and hostage movies, where they would do a lot of really nasty things to women. And some nasty things happen in this. So if you're a bit squeamish towards violence towards women, as we all should be, but if you are a bit squeamish towards that, there is a fair bit of that in this film. So take that as a warning. But this is a bit of a kind of throwback to some of those movies from the 80s and 90s. Now, what it doesn't do is successfully bring through a full thriller formula. There is a good thriller here. Don't get me wrong. It's well crafted, but also highly predictable. And what I mean by that is that as you get towards the end, a lot of things that you think, oh, I hope that doesn't happen, or it happens. Essentially, a slight lack of creativity in the ending. However, I was thinking about this. If you were slightly new to the thriller genre, this is one of the first thriller movies you'd ever watch, you'd probably think this is a really good movie and a really good ending. If you're someone like me, and I'm assuming you are, who has seen dozens and dozens of Asian thriller movies, the ending's kind of ho-hum and you think, oh, that's to be expected. There's also a lot of really ridiculous occurrences that happen in this film. A lot of stuff that happens just in time, typical thriller. A lot of stuff that happens that shouldn't happen. A lot of things that make no sense, such as when she's tied up in the bathtub and she manages to hit this plate full of things, and something flies out the window and lands at the foot of a detective. But the first thing I'm thinking of is, well, the kind of luxury house that she has, there's no way that she would have shattered the glass or broken the glass to do something like that. So when we look at the characters in this movie, first, a really big shout out has to go to Yuen, who plays Bo. She's the wife. She plays a fantastic hapless damsel in distress, which is what I kind of picture her to be in this film. There's a bit of interesting character growth to be kind of expected as the movie tumbles forward. You get a bit of that kind of character growth where you kind of understand, yep, you think this is going to happen to her. There's a bit of a tone shift with her character, which in the scheme of thrillers is pretty good. But where's the karma bus? Because the karma bus hits everyone else in this movie, except for her. And that kind of takes away a little bit of, the film. So, you might be thinking of it, it's a revenge film? Yeah. But who's actually getting the revenge? That's something you've got to keep in mind here. In the end, who's getting the revenge in this movie? So thus, having said that, it's a film that you can watch to kill a bit of time. It's very short, 90 minutes long. So you're not getting taxed with your time and with your kind of mental capacity in trying to put everything together. There does seem to be a plot hole, which hilariously is mentioned at the end of the film and then is hilariously kind of plastered over about how they fixed the plot hole. But there's a couple bits that just don't make sense or that happen just in time that can lead to a bit of frustration where you just think, oh, I just want a really interesting and good thriller. You're going to get a good thriller, but it's just missed being that really good bit of interesting. So to give it a rating, This is a pretty easy one. It's a 3-star movie. So I think it would have scored more had the ending had been crafted a little bit differently and we'd have got a bit more revenge happening on everyone in the film rather than just a handful of characters. That probably would have happened if the movie was co-produced from the mainland, and then I would have been sit here complaining that the movie was shithouse because it was too much involvement from the mainland ruining the ending. So either way, I don't think this movie can win with me. However, it's still a 3-star movie, and it's something that I would recommend to watch as kind of a good little thriller to kill a bit of time. Now, if you've seen it, what did you think of it? What did you think of Cathy Yen's performance as Bo? What did you think of all the twists in the film? What did you think of the violence in the movie? Let me know in the comments below. Press like if you enjoyed this video. Press dislike if you disliked the movie. Because that's what I look at dislikes as you actually disliking the movie and not the video that I've created. Anyway, subscribe for more video reviews here on the Asian Film Fans channel, and I'll catch you in our next one.